It's a beautiful day out in the Mother City. We have a real treat for you right now. The production, Calling Us Home, it's a multi-award nominated original South African musical written, directed and produced here in South Africa. And it also has strong African origin, yet tells a story that reaches across borders and cultures to touch the hearts and minds of global audiences. And joining us in studio this morning, we have some of the cast members, Linnell Kennett, who we love as well, who plays Grace, Richard Gao, who plays Raphael, and also Musanete Sokopwanya, who plays Nelson. Welcome, guys.
Thanks
So
so
good.
much.
I love the smile. That man. Look at the smile on that man. Eh? I like
Keep it real, man.
Listen,
Happy to be here.
This is good. We've heard you sound checking a little bit earlier on. Can't wait for the performances. Thank you very, very much. But what a production. Linnell, I mean, it's incredible to step onto the stage with a production like this. I mean, it debuted or premiered on the 17th of August last year already in Joburg. You had an all-star cast of 33 cast members in there. Zolani Mahola of Freshly Ground fame was in there as well. Having been on the stages for this long already, I mean, what were some of the highlights that really stand out? Because it's such a story, I think, that touches hearts and minds.
Yeah. I think the standout for me, it's such an incredible thing to be part of new work where you're really creating from the ground up and we're pouring our hearts and our souls into making something that is fresh and relatable. And it is a universal story that speaks to everyone. And people need to come and see this. They need to come and experience what it is, be part of history in the making.
Yes, and I love the fact that there's a proudly South African stamp on this one.
Yes.
We can call it our own, which is amazing. Multi-award nominated as well. Richard, some of the themes explored in Calling Us Home. Run us through there. I mean, what can audiences expect? Why has it been soaked up the way it has been?
I just think because it appeals to such a wide audience base that it touches the lives of from young to old. There's themes of love and hope and there's many to go through.
But I mean, I love that. I mean, for you guys, it must have been incredibly special to evolve with the show as well. Musanete, I know that, I mean, there's phenomenal aspects to the show as well that add to the dynamics of the show as well. You know, what for you has made this such an incredibly touching kind of production to be a part of?
Well, I believe Linnell touched on it earlier, that we get to do something original. It's not very often as a performer that you get to start a work from scratch and develop the characters. Also, we get to explore stories that go through ups and downs. It's not just all the nice stuff, it's some very difficult things that lead up to the happy ending. So I'm very grateful to be a part of that, because it's not just fluffy and all jazz hands and hey, we're all dancing and singing, and you know, there's some really difficult themes that are explored, but they're necessary to tell a real story and to see the outcome of all these characters just evolving through these situations.
And I think also the visual aspect of the show, I'm sure that makes it something very, very special. I mean, what can audiences expect? I mean, you know, sunrises, sunsets, birds, things that's just happening. I mean, just telling that story.
You've got a great set.
I don't want to give away too much, but like my favorite scene, and a lot of people have told me their favorite scene, it involves a lot of stars and love.
Beautiful.
There's like a spark of something developing there, but it's visually, it's a feast. The show is a feast.
I think another special thing about this production is that it has an inclusive community outreach program that's connected to it, involving young artists, scholars, educators, mentors. What exactly is happening with that?
That's the Africa Voices Trust, and what's been amazing with how they have incorporated that with the show is that we had Calling a Star, the competition and 2 learners were chosen to be part of the show. And actually, I mean, when I think about just having that opportunity, I never had that opportunity as a high school learner to start that early, like honing your craft and learning on the job. It's an incredible opportunity for those. And they've been marvelous in the show. Unfortunately, Shay Jean had an injury, but
That's it. So it's going to be running up until the 20th of October.
28th.
The 28th of October.
28th.
All right. And I love the fact that the outreach programs are in there, because what an awesome educational opportunity for somebody that wants to step into the arts as well. And you guys are literally opening the doors with that. But we can't wait to see you perform a little bit later on. We also, if you want to win some tickets, we have double tickets to give away. Very, very easy to win. SMS the keyword music, your name and city to 33728. That's music, your name and city to 33728. For a second, I thought you were taking out your phone and your essay. Are you?
I almost did.
You almost did?
I forgot I left it somewhere.
Bro, I don't know. T's and C's, bro.
T&C's.
It's one of those situations that we're so jealous that the audience get to watch it and we don't.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's actually.
I wanna
It's
see it.
mixed
I wanna sit in
feelings.
it with
We
you
want
and see
to
the whole thing.
watch it, but we want to be in it.
I know
It's
what you
a
guys
beautiful
mean.
Listen, just
piece.
can you play my role so I can watch?
Oh, really? Okay, maybe we'll
That would be
organise,
great.
brother, just for
You
you,
look
man.
okay for the.
Oh, we do look alike. We can pull it off. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. We can't wait for the performance. Stick around. It's coming up a little bit later on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.